Oh man. Oh man. I don't know what to do. Say it wasn't you? No. Because I was not getting buck naked on the bathroom floor, so we're gonna forget about that right now. No. I just don't know what to do about these nations who want to screw with me. I get the feeling that maybe, just maybe, I should cut them a break. You know, maybe I should try to be understanding and forgive and forget. But then I see their military forces and they enrage me. Man, they're aggravating. Aggravating and scintillating. But let's not worry about that for now. We've got to actually get troops into their area before we can really do it. And more Persians on the move. Oh man, there's lots of Persians on the move. Damn Persians. Can't trust them. Well, we can actually. If you recall, they stole some of our tech last turn, or last video, pardon me, and they aggravated me. They did it. Probably intentionally, I might add. They seriously, probably, honestly did it on purpose. Why? Because they're jackass McMustaches. I mean, that's just how guys like that roll. That's what they do. They go out of their way to be jerks, and then they go, well, you're picking on us, when you call them on it. What's with this oh, I got to wait there. What's all this pollution? Yeah, that's right, kill that city. Kill it dead. Population really starting to climb. Starting to climb, man. More than 2 Canadas in there now. Of course, with all the room Canada has, you think they could have a better population, but as the kids say, whatevs. Whatevs. The kids do say stuff like that. I mean, I make a lot of assumptions, granted, but kids do say some of this, right? Like a little bit. Some of you guys are like kids, right? You're like 20, 15, 10, 3. I don't know how old you guys are. Because you can lie on your YouTube thing. A lot of people do. But there's no way I have a female audience of 11%. That's insane. Why would any woman listen to the stupidity I spew? It's really more of a male thing. I know my audience. I cater to it. To a degree, I mean. Part of it is just for me, honestly. So where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about stuff. Why? I'd much rather see... No, we're not going there. That would be horrible. Hora freaking bull. Yeah, let's build there. Why not? Make Banky happy man. With 5 5s in his name. Banky 5 squared, as I like to call him. Banky 5 squared. Nice. Hey, they've got stuff to be all armored up for. That's good news, bears, for everybody involved. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Robot chicken. Oh, wait, no, that's something else. My goodness, I'm all over the map today. Speaking of all over the map, that Crusader there is going to get his ass whomped. First chance I get. First chance I get, I'm going to fill him full of the proverbial lead. And by lead, I mean some marine dinky. Wait, is that what I mean? Possible. I don't know, I kind of checked out a while ago. No, I didn't. If I checked out, I wouldn't keep expanding, and I wouldn't keep pushing the limits of what my civilization, the YouTubes, can do. Look at that, nice 40 production. That's a nice level to be at. 40 or higher, you've got fine production for a city. You can get it higher, but once you get around 60, you tend to get into serious pollution problems. Even with a recycling plant and mass transit in place, so 40 to like I think 55 is the safe zone with all the pollution upgrades. Speaking of, we can now make recycling plants. That'll be very key for some places. Like these places that need mass transits and recycling plants desperately. But at least it'll finally stop pollution from popping up everywhere. Yeah, the mass transit is very key, and I never get it till late because I tend to ignore, because I don't want to kill Leonardo's workshop too early. It's a failing of mine. The only one I know. The only failing of mine. Oh well. What can you do? What can you do when you live in the YouTube's empire? I do not know. But we'll figure it out together, YouTube's empire. Why not? Speaking of why not, let's shoot that guy. Shoot him full of hose. Shoot him with my hose? What? Speaking of, yeah, he did get filled with lead. Turns out I was right the first time. Or they were uranium depleted bullets, one or the other. Regardless, they ripped that guy to pieces. You know, there's a good chance I'm not going to get that whole island populated up there because there's so much work to be done, I'm never going to think of it. There's a chance. I may be, and maybe I will. It depends. That rifleman is out there. He is going to go sit on the next spot I want as a city. So that I'll probably think of it, then make a liar out of myself. But you never know. I've been wrong in more than a few predictions this game. Oh my, yes I have. And look at these guys. They're the pollution cleanup and they do railroad debris. Man, oh man, they're moving along. Poor Nintendo Master, he wants that factory. He's just not going to get it. Oh my, Aaron the Asman, building a market. Still don't know what he was going for with that name, honestly. It's a strange name, but I'll never figure it out. I guess I'm just not SMRT enough. Honestly, not my deal, I guess. Just not it. I've really got to get that next wonder going, because otherwise I'm going to waste, like, oh, I don't know. How many shields do you think I'm going to waste? A wonder takes 600. He's past 600 now, and he's gaining 20-some a turn. Guess how many shields I'm going to waste on that. I believe I know the answer. I think I've recorded that far, but, we'll have to, wait, see, just for fun. Post your guess. We'll see who gets the closest. Closest, and I don't care if you go over or not, so, you know, if someone bids like 1,000, one of you don't bid 1,001, the other one bid $9.99. That's just a dick move. We don't play that Price is Right crap around here, and that's why we just shot that caravan with Bob Barker in it. Well, maybe Bob Barker wasn't in it, but you get my point. Don't be a dill hole, okay? Do it reasonably well. Like, leave a little bit of space. A little bit. Besides, I don't think that many will guess that will get crowded. Oh, I was going to say, my Marine dies to that musket man. I was going to be a little pissed off. Just a little bit. Let's check it out. Cities. Babylonians have 3. The Greeks, yes, they only have that 1. That is hilarious. How many for the Persians? They probably got a bunch. No, not really. Like 17 or 18. It's not that many. Here's a civilization score. We're showing a bit of pollution there, which is weird, but I don't think it should be. The score looked a little screwed up. I think it's also giving us credit for having future technology score, which really doesn't make any sense because we haven't done any future techs. We can't. That would be silly. What a weird old game. Good game, but sometimes the scoring gets a little wonky. I'm sure it'll correct itself out later. How do they keep... I was going to say, how do they keep getting guys in there? But they did it. And they killed my Marine finally, so their city survives for now. Emphasis on the for now, because I will destroy it. There will be a hammer dance upon their skull. Upon it. A pox, I says. Speaking of places that need stuff, Tail 64 seriously needs some irrigation and the like. But I don't know, there's an awful lot to fix on that continent. Probably not going to happen. Sad but true. Speaking of things like that, stuff that just won't happen, sad but true. I recently read the Zombie Survival Guide and by Max Brooks, and that's a great book. And then he's done a work of fiction called World War Z, or Z, whichever you want to say it. I'll say Z because I think he's American. And it's all about interviews of people who survived the zombie war. And it is a very good read. I highly recommend everyone check those books out. They're great. The Survival Guide is hilarious and makes sense. So I implore you to check it out. Both books. And then I think he's done another one too. It's like an illustrated history of attacks, but I haven't seen that one yet. Although if I enjoyed this one so much, I may go check that one out too. Alright, this little advertisement brought to you by Max Brooks, New York Times bestseller list author. Yeah! Alright, so back to the matter at hand. Destroying the Persians? Yes, the Persians. And the Greeks if they get at all up in my face. They do anything at all remotely offensive to me, I just may go like a little grease spot. I'll just take a little Tide stick and wipe them out. Note the Tide stick may actually be a few cruise missiles and, like, you know, I don't know, a cavalry, probably. Just to make sure they go down. And no, I can't make cruise missiles yet. Oh, but when I can, I will. Whenever it's required, I spam cruise missiles with the best of them. Here's a hint. They'll be showing up quite a bit in the extra video. Oh yes. And so will their big brothers. That's right. Cruise missile seniors. Cruise senior? Isn't that like doesn't it sound like baseball team or tandem or players? Yeah, it does. Except unlike Jose Cruz Jr., these things don't suck. Damn you, Jose Cruz Jr. And Jose Rios, while I'm at, you suck too if you're having a good year. Screw you. Who else can I get mad at? Nah, that's about it for now. But I'll let you know if my baseball hatred for certain players who sucked on the Jays will come back. And I will do it, make no mistake. Just like I will wipe out the Persians. Make no mistake. The death and destruction is coming for them.